The coffee bean. Transform challenges into opportunities. What if you could turn every challenge in life into a chance to grow? Discover the secret of the coffee bean and unleash your inner strength to transform your surroundings instead of merely adapting to them. Life is filled with moments that test our resilience. Some people adapt to their circumstances like a carrot that softens in hot water, while others harden like an egg. But the truly transformative are like the coffee bean, they change the water around them. Based on the wisdom of John Gordon and Damon West, the coffee bean teaches us to see life's struggles as opportunities for growth, positivity, and influence. In this audiobook, you'll uncover how to manage your life with purpose, develop leadership thinking, and harness the power of failure to fuel your success. Focus points. The coffee bean rule. Learn the life-changing metaphor that inspires transformation in any environment. Mastering life's challenges. Take charge of your destiny by steering through life's bumpy roads. The power of leadership thinking. Uncover the qualities that make a leader resilient and adaptable. Finding joy in tough times. Discover practical ways to cheer yourself up when life gets tough. Social media myths. Understand why the online world often masks the truth and how to focus on your reality. Harnessing failure. Learn the art of transforming failure into a stepping stone for success. Repeated lessons. Embrace life's recurring lessons and extract wisdom from them. Learning outcomes. Understand the metaphor of the coffee bean and its application to personal growth. Develop a mindset to view challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. Learn strategies for staying resilient and motivated during tough times. Identify leadership traits that inspire change and positivity. Cultivate patience and persistence while unleashing your full potential. Transform failures into valuable life lessons. This audiobook is your guide to mastering the art of resilience and leadership. It's not just about surviving your environment, it's about changing it for the better. Let the coffee bean inspire you to create the life you've always envisioned. Focus point 1. Mastering life's challenges, steering through the storm. Life is like a winding road filled with unexpected bumps and sharp turns. When you let go of the steering wheel, you lose control, leaving yourself at the mercy of external circumstances. Damon West knows this all too well. Once a rising star, a promising student and talented athlete, Damon's life took a drastic turn as he spiraled into drug addiction and criminal activity. Sentenced to 7 years in a maximum security prison, he faced what could have been the end of hope. But instead of succumbing to despair, Damon made a life-altering choice. Amid the harsh realities of prison life, he found the strength to hold on to his core values and redefine his identity. His unyielding belief in himself became the foundation for his transformation. Damon emerged from his sentence not as a broken man, but as a beacon of resilience and inspiration, sharing his message with corporations, sports teams, and even the U.S. Army. Damon's story, co-authored with John Gordon in The Coffee Bean, is a testament to the human capacity for change. It's more than just a tale of redemption, it's a call to action. Life may hand you challenges, but how you respond defines who you are. You always have the power to chart a new course, but no one can give you that second chance except yourself. The coffee bean metaphor is your invitation to stop being a passive observer of your life and start actively shaping it. Are you ready to reject victimhood and embrace the courage to transform your circumstances? Do you want to learn how to thrive, not just survive? So, let's embark on this journey together and discover what it truly means to be a coffee bean. Focus point 2. When it rains, it pours. The power of a mentor. Do you remember what it felt like to be a teenager when life seemed impossibly overwhelming? Every task felt monumental, every decision life-altering, and the world seemed determined to push you to conform to its expectations. At that age, life's challenges can feel like a torrential downpour, and without the experience to navigate them, it's easy to feel lost. Abraham, the protagonist of this story, knows this feeling well. Usually an enthusiastic and engaged student, one day he sat in class with a dark cloud hanging over him. His passion for learning was gone, replaced by a heavy sense of dread. Observing his unusual behavior, Abraham's science teacher, someone he trusted deeply, decided to step in. Through a quiet and heartfelt conversation, Abraham revealed the overwhelming pressures he faced. Expectations to excel in academics, perform well in sports, and live up to his own lofty goals had become suffocating. With a critical football match approaching, a game that scouts from his dream college would attend, his nerves were frayed. The fear of failure loomed large, and he felt like the weight of the world rested on his young shoulders. What Abraham's teacher offered wasn't just advice. It was wisdom, patience, and a reminder of inner strength. The lesson Abraham learned that day was simple yet profound. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness, it's a mark of courage. Mentors like Abraham's teacher serve as beacons in life's storms, reminding us that we don't have to face challenges alone. They teach us how to navigate through the rain, helping us build resilience and see the sunshine on the other side. Abraham's story is a powerful reminder of how the guidance of just one person can transform even the heaviest downpour into an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. So when life pours its challenges on you, who do you turn to for support? And more importantly, are you willing to reach out and embrace their help? Focus point 3. Social media doesn't tell the whole truth. Finding strength beyond the digital mirage. Abraham felt as though his life was unraveling. The pressure to succeed at school, on the field, and at home weighed heavily on his young shoulders. Criticism from those closest to him stung deeply, making him feel like he could never be enough. To make matters worse, his parents' growing arguments and the mention of divorce shattered his sense of safety. In the middle of this storm, he sought refuge where so many others do: social media. Online, Abraham found a temporary escape. For a moment, scrolling through perfectly curated posts helped him forget the chaos of his reality. But soon, the shiny digital world became another source of pain. In the feeds filled with flawless lives, glowing successes, and endless smiles, Abraham felt even more isolated. Everyone seemed to be thriving, everyone but him. The more he immersed himself, the lonelier and more inadequate he became. Sensing his turmoil, Abraham's teacher patiently listened as he shared his burdens. With warmth and understanding, the teacher reassured him that these feelings of despair weren't unique. Many people, including the teacher himself, had faced similar struggles and questioned their ability to endure. But instead of offering platitudes, the teacher presented a lesson in resilience. Drawing a saucepan and a carrot on the blackboard, the teacher posed a simple question: what happens to carrots in boiling water? Abraham's confused reply, "They get hot," was met with a knowing smile and a challenge to experiment at home. That evening, Abraham would begin to uncover a life-altering truth. Social media, with all its polished perfection, rarely tells the whole story. It hides the struggles, the failures, and the boiling waters that everyone faces. The lesson of the carrot would soon reveal that resilience is forged not by escaping reality but by transforming within it. So, are you ready to confront the truth about the digital world and its illusions? Let's find out how the story of the carrot and the coffee bean holds the key to enduring life's heat and coming out stronger on the other side. Focus point 4. Unleashing potential takes patience. The coffee bean lesson. When Abraham returned to class, he was armed with a new discovery. The carrots had softened just as the teacher predicted, and Abraham couldn't shake the feeling that this was a reflection of his own struggles. The teacher explained that many people, like the carrots, lose their resolve under pressure. Challenges make them timid, their goals seem unreachable, and they begin to drift through life without purpose. Feeling a pang of recognition, Abraham braced himself for more lessons. The teacher's next demonstration introduced the egg. Boiled in the same hot water, the egg hardened. Similarly, some people under adversity grow rigid, bitter, and cynical. They lose their ability to find joy in life and close themselves off to love and connection. Abraham didn't want to become like the carrot, but he certainly didn't want to be like the egg either. Was there a better way? Finally, the teacher revealed the coffee bean. This small, seemingly insignificant object had a remarkable trait. When placed in boiling water, it didn't merely endure the heat. It transformed the water itself into something flavorful, aromatic, and new. The teacher handed Abraham a handful of coffee beans and asked him to try boiling them. The next day, Abraham burst into the classroom, excitedly announcing his results. The coffee beans hadn't softened like the carrots, nor hardened like the eggs. Instead, they changed the water, turning it into coffee. The teacher explained that this process took time, patience, and persistence. A reminder that transformation is not immediate but deeply rewarding. Through this experiment, Abraham learned the value of patience in unleashing potential. The coffee bean doesn't fight its environment or succumb to it. Instead, it transforms the environment to align with its essence. Like the coffee bean, Abraham realized he could navigate challenges not by softening or hardening but by becoming a force of change, no matter how long it took. The lesson? Anything that seems beyond your power simply requires time and steady effort. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with patience, you can become a catalyst for change in your life and the world around you. So, are you ready to embrace the coffee bean mindset and let patience guide your potential? Focus point 5. The art of taking advantage of failure. Abraham's teacher didn't just show him how to cope with challenges but revealed a way to transform them into opportunities. The coffee bean lesson was more than a story. It was a philosophy of life, one that taught Abraham that failure and hardship aren't the end. Instead, they're the boiling water that offers a chance to grow stronger and wiser. We don't create our world from the outside in. We create and transform it from the inside out. John Gordon and Damon West. This idea required Abraham to reassess his perspective. If he saw himself as the carrot, it meant accepting weakness and letting circumstances overpower him. Identifying as the egg meant becoming emotionally rigid, guarding against pain but also shutting out joy. However, choosing to be the coffee bean demanded something greater. A belief in his own ability to shape his reality. Abraham embraced this mindset. Though his problems didn't vanish overnight, his focus shifted from external factors, like the expectations of others or fear of criticism, to internal resilience. He carried a coffee bean in his pocket as a reminder of his newfound strength and resolve. When the much-anticipated football match arrived, Abraham gave it his all. Despite suffering a leg injury during the game which sidelined him from training, he refused to let this setback define him. Instead of wallowing in frustration, Abraham turned the situation to his advantage by using his downtime to inspire others. Abraham gathered his friends and visited elementary school classes, sharing motivational lessons and encouraging younger students. He spoke about the power of self-belief and resilience, teaching them the coffee bean philosophy. In doing so, he passed on the wisdom that had changed his life, empowering others to see their potential even in difficult circumstances. The lesson: failure isn't an endpoint, it's a stepping stone. When you stop fearing it and start embracing it as part of the journey, you can transform obstacles into opportunities. Like Abraham, you can use adversity to grow stronger, help others, and live life on your terms. Are you ready to let your challenges shape you into a coffee bean? Someone who doesn't just endure but transforms the world around them? Form the life of your dreams in your mind and then build it brick by brick. Focus point 6. Learning lessons repeatedly. Abraham's journey teaches an important truth. Some lessons must be revisited repeatedly throughout life. The coffee bean principle wasn't a one-time revelation for him but a philosophy he returned to whenever challenges arose. Everyone has their sphere of responsibility and influence, even if it may seem minor. By embracing his ability to influence circumstances, Abraham transformed negativity into positivity. In social media, frustrated by the negativity and criticism online, Abraham took action. He began posting uplifting messages under the hashtag #coffeebean, inspiring others to adopt a similar mindset. This ripple effect showed how even small actions can spark significant change. Family challenges. Abraham faced one of the hardest trials: his parents' divorce. Instead of letting their separation embitter him, he chose acceptance. He fostered strong individual relationships with both parents, respecting their decision while preserving his own peace. Academy life. During his time at the U.S. Service Academy, Abraham encountered grueling challenges that pushed many to their limits. He relied on his coffee bean philosophy to persevere, eventually graduating and earning a leadership role. Adult responsibilities. As a husband and father of 3, Abraham faced new pressures: financial strain, quarrels with his wife, and the looming threat of divorce. These challenges tested his resolve, but he reminded himself of his power to influence his circumstances. By taking accountability, resolving financial issues, and apologizing to his wife, he restored harmony to his family life. Just because you fail doesn't mean you are a failure. It's just a situation to overcome and transform. John Gordon, Damon West. Abraham's story highlights that being a coffee bean isn't a one-time decision. Life's boiling water returns in many forms: stress at work, family troubles, or social pressures. What matters is the ability to adapt, recommit, and grow stronger every time. A warning for today's youth. Social media can often distort reality, amplifying feelings of inadequacy and loneliness. A 2018 study by Drive Brian Primack found that young people who spend over 5 hours daily on social media are 2.8 times more likely to experience depression than those who limit their time to under 2 hours. The final lesson. You don't have to be perfect. You only need to remember the coffee bean principle when life gets tough. Even if you falter, you can always return to the path of resilience, positivity, and self-growth. Are you ready to carry your own coffee bean in your pocket? A symbol of your power to transform any situation? The choice is yours, every single day. Conclusion. We've journeyed through the story of how a teacher's belief and wisdom transformed a young boy's life. Armed with the coffee bean principle, Abraham grew to embody resilience and positivity, influencing not only his own destiny but also the lives of countless others. His legacy serves as a beacon, proving that anyone can create change by transforming their internal world. A lifetime of impact. In his later years, Abraham dedicated himself to spreading this empowering idea far and wide. He inspired workers, students, athletes, and people from all walks of life through his motivational talks. The coffee bean principle wasn't just his personal philosophy, it became a gift he passed on to others. One day in a quiet park, the story came full circle. Abraham encountered a boy struggling with doubts and fears, just as he once had. With a warm smile, he handed the boy his treasured coffee bean, symbolizing strength, resilience, and the power to transform one's circumstances. In that moment, the lesson began anew, a reminder that this philosophy is timeless, always waiting to inspire someone ready to embrace it. Abraham's story reminds us that life is full of challenges, but it's also full of opportunities to grow and influence the world around us. Now it's your turn to share this wisdom. Perhaps a friend, family member, or colleague needs to hear it. Pass it on and remind them. We are not victims of circumstances. We are their creators. Practical steps to apply the coffee bean principle. Write it down. List each problem that troubles you in a notebook. Reframe your mindset. For every challenge, identify how it could work to your advantage. What lessons or benefits might emerge? Brainstorm solutions. Write down 10 possible solutions for each problem, no matter how realistic or fantastical they seem. Take the first step. Identify one action you can take today to improve the situation, and do it without hesitation. By following these steps, you'll build the mindset of a coffee bean, turning life's boiling water into the brew of transformation. Thank you for joining us on this transformative journey of resilience, self-discovery, and empowerment. Through the story of the coffee bean, we explored powerful lessons about facing life's challenges and shaping your world from within. Let's recap the key focus points of this audiobook and how you can apply them in your life. Key focus points. Life's challenges are like boiling water. They test our character and resilience. The carrot, egg, and coffee bean metaphor. Different responses to adversity, softening, hardening, or transforming the environment. The power of self-belief. You are not defined by your circumstances but by how you respond to them. Practical transformation tips. Reframing challenges, brainstorming solutions, and taking actionable steps. The ongoing nature of resilience. Being a coffee bean is a choice you must make repeatedly. The ripple effect of positivity. By transforming yourself, you inspire and empower others. Recommendations. Face challenges with purpose. Identify the lessons or opportunities hidden in adversity. Reframe your perspective. View problems as stepping stones to personal growth. Take small, consistent actions. Start with one manageable step to improve your situation. Inspire others. Share your story and support those who may need encouragement. This audiobook emphasized the profound impact of mindset on overcoming difficulties and building resilience. We've seen how the coffee bean principle can empower you to navigate challenges while influencing your environment positively. These lessons remind us that transformation begins within. We deeply appreciate your time and interest in this audiobook. Your engagement inspires us to continue sharing meaningful stories and lessons. If you found this audiobook valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Sharing this content can help others gain insights and inspiration. The more you listen, the better you speak. For English learners, listening is a powerful way to improve your fluency. Remember, the more you listen, the better you speak. Keep engaging with our content to enhance your language skills while learning life-changing lessons. Let's continue this journey together. Thank you and see you in the next audiobook.